Israel, about to get it in. Stick with us. About to get a Matrix session popping.
Don't forget it. One West, I'm living, yeah. This for all my niggas, brothers and sisters, yeah. Feeling unstoppable, cause you know the Lord is with you, yeah. Breaking down scripture, that's the only motherfucking mission, yeah. UPK, don't forget it. One West, I'm living, yeah. This for all my niggas, brothers and sisters, yeah. Feeling unstoppable, cause you know the Lord is with you, yeah. Breaking down scripture, that's the only motherfucking mission, yeah. Who I be? Crime apart, never saw. Break these bitches off. Get one through your stomach, through your damn meal figure. One West, nothing but soldiers and real niggas. Let my ox get ya. Kiss the motherfucking booster plate, my picture. If you ain't an Israelite, then I don't fuck with you. Passing flyer through the bar, baby, you can take a picture. When they see us at the mall and we breaking down shit, do it for the 12 tribe blood of an Israelite. When them devils start to die, we gon' ride, we gon' ride. Blessed by the Most High, we gon' break the sky. When them white babies run, throw them off in the fire. Bury me a motherfucking piece when I die. UPK One West, you know that's the life. Fuck the other side, we don't fuck with you, kind. Cop, give the order and we gon' take ground. UPK, don't forget it. One West, I'm living, yeah. This for all my niggas, brothers and sisters, yeah. Feeling unstoppable, cause you know the Lord is with you, yeah. Breaking down scripture, that's the only motherfucking mission, yeah. UPK, don't forget it. One West, I'm living, yeah. This for all my niggas, brothers and sisters, yeah. Feeling unstoppable, cause you know the Lord is with you, yeah. Breaking down scripture, that's the only motherfucking mission, yeah.
Shalom, Israel. How's it going? How's it going? It's Take Ground Radio. Matrix session. Take Ground Radio, man. Get right with the Most High with the Take Ground breakdowns. Under Commander and Hana, ISUBK.com. Learn the truth. Like I always say, get right with the Most High. Time is short. All right. I was watching the news this morning, and I could see that the end of this kingdom is near. This world is coming to an end. This kingdom is coming to an end. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt on what when you look at the signs of the times, that there's only one conclusion: that this kingdom is about to fall. Let me get a few scriptures. Yeah, this kingdom is about to be over with. They always talk about the end. We in the end. World War III is coming. That's what's coming next. All these things have been happening, gonna culminate to World War III. You're gonna see nation rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Armies flooded into the Middle East. The valley of decision. The valley of decision. Armageddon. You understand? That's World War III. The valley of Jehoshaphat. That's where the armies are going to come together. The army of Gog and Magog. The armies of Kenaz. You understand? The armies of Babylon. The armies of Cush. They're all going to culminate and come into the Middle East. That's where the battle's going to be. That's where the battle is going to be. Russia and China going to join forces. And Russia and China have already been together. They've already been doing military drills together. That's what you're going to see. All right? That's what you're going to see. Let's go to Revelations. Revelations 18:1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven. What did he see? He see this in the vision. You see the angels of heaven coming down in a vision, having great power. What's the power? The power to manipulate the earth, the power to do things on the planet, the power to make moves, the power to change this world up. And the earth was lightened with his glory. What's the glory that's going to be lightened off this angel? What's the power? The power is to bring war and famine and death and pestilence and plagues, to bring the destruction that's coming to this earth, that's coming to this world. That's what was his glory. Glory ain't only shining diamonds and gold and jewels. There's other glories too. The glory of destruction. Verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice. What's that strong voice? That's in the fourth dimension. In the fourth dimension, the angel's going to be making noise. That's what it's talking about. It's Israelite slang. Going to be making noise. Saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, is fallen. How's he saying that? He's saying it through the prophets too. He's saying it through the priests and prophets of the Israelite school UPK. He's saying Babylon is fallen. It's fallen. That's what you should understand right now. Babylon is fallen. This kingdom's fallen. It's losing its power. Democracy is losing its power all across the world, all across the globe. And it's become the habitation of devils. Devils, man. That's what's in this place. What's devils? Devils is the oppressor. The oppressor is living in this place, man. He living strong. This is his house. The house of the devil. That's America. You got to understand what the scriptures speak. They speaking in metaphors. They speaking in allegories. Soliloquies, saying one thing but actually meaning another. And the hold of every foul spirit. That's what's in this place of America. The hold of every foul spirit. Homosexuality, lesbianism, transvestitism, pedophilism, the whole LGBTQ rainbow. That's the house. That's the home of this place. Them people gonna get powerful here. This is Sodom. This is Gomorrah. The homosexuals going to get strong here. The LGBTQ movement is going to get strong here. It's going to become powerful. All those gays, they're going to become more powerful. They're not about to fade. The homosexual movement is going to become the most powerful movement in this country. You thought the civil rights movement was powerful. Wait till you see the homosexual movement. Their movement is going to be so powerful. Because this is the cage, the hold of every foul spirit. So those foul spirits are going to multiplying here. And the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. The cage of every unclean and hateful bird. That's what's here in America. Nothing is filled with hate for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It's filled with hate. Verse 3, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. First of all, let's break that down. All the nations. China, India, Japan, Russia. They drunk of the wine. What's the wine? The wine is that feel-good, sweet money they getting from America. From the slaves here in America. The resources that they get. They're getting drunk off of it like wine. But they're going to be drunk off the wrath of her fornication. They sleeping with America. They in bed with America. That's what it's talking about. These other nations, they in cahoots with America. When it comes to oppressing blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, every nation is in complete agreement. There's no problem there. You understand? That's why they're going to join forces against us in the end. All these nations are going to join forces against us. in the end. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. What's the kings? The kings, you already know. It's the leaders of all these different countries. They sleeping with America, man. Kim Jong-un in North Korea is supposed to be the enemy. But guess what? He was shaking hands with Donald Trump across the DMZ. They commit fornication together. They sleeping with each other. Because guess what? Them same Koreans is over here in America selling black people hair. Yeah. Them little Asian clothing stores and Asian hair stores, them is Koreans. A lot of them is Koreans. They're not Japanese. They're not Chinese. Them Koreans. See, they sleeping with America. They in bed with America. They getting money. They getting bread with America. Like whores. Off of your back, black, Hispanic, and Native American man. Off of all backs. That's the prophecy. And that's what's been happening. This was written thousands of years ago before it happened. But it lays down so well what we see today. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. This kingdom, this world got rich off of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All of them got rich through us. That's why they don't have no problem with us being oppressed here. No kingdom speak up against what's happened to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans here in America. That's because every kingdom is getting rich and they're in bed with the crimes of America. They're in bed with it. And they have gotten rich through it. And I heard another voice out of heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people." What's the Lord telling us? The Lord is telling us, come out of this place. Come out of this world. This is not talking about physically. This is talking about spiritually. This is talking about metaphysically. This is talking about mentally. This is talking about all that things. You know what I mean? We keeping the holidays of this place, the traditions of this place. We voting. We want this kingdom. We want this government. We want this way of life. The Lord is saying, come out of that. To not love it anymore. Because the more you love that, the more we're going to be destroyed. That ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. The Lord, remember, what been going on to us. And he's going to bring the destruction. He's going to bring judgment. World War III. That's going to be the judgment. World War III. Bodies going to be dropping by the millions. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. All that been going on in America, the Lord going to fill that cup and give it double to the white man, to the oppressor. And World War III is going to be the start of that. It's coming real soon, man. All these countries destabilizing and their governments destabilizing. Democracy's losing its foothold in the world. These kingdoms know what's up. These kingdoms know that America was the beacon of hope of democracy, but now they see democracy is bullshit. Democracy is a facade. Because once you decide if you want it or not, you can take it over. You don't have to go with the democracy. America isn't. America losing its foothold, losing its power. And through that power, that's where wars are going to come. That's where the confusion sets in and wars to come. So that's what's going to happen. The Lord said, reward her as she rewarded you. How did she do? What she do to black people? America bombed black towns in the 1920s. Pillaged and raped and robbed our communities. The Lord said, fill unto her double that. Fill her cup double. You thought what happened to us was bad? Wait till you see what happens, what the Lord does to the oppressor. This was just a quick Matrix session. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out early. I'm about to do some Take Ground Radio with some relationship advice. Make sure you tune in. All right. Learn some more knowledge. Go to ishbk.com. Get right with the Most High. Time is short. And with that said, shalom.